Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another one of my videos. This time, as you probably already read from the title, I'm going to be counting down my top 10 favorite Pokemon, and I'm not gonna exactly showing you my favorite Pokemon. Well, kind of. I'm actually showing you Pokemon cards. About two of these are actually fake. You can tell from the backs. But that's okay. Because, I mean, they're not rares. Only two of them are actually EXs. But those are legit ones and from boxes. My least favorite out of the top 10 of my favorites has to be Zorak. Now, the reason I chose Zorak probably has to do with the fact that Zorak is actually a really cool Pokemon in general. To me, no matter what moves I really teach it in the games, it doesn't really feel right for Zorak to be on my team anyways. So I just leave Zorak out of the picture. I don't have Swampert, so that's why it's Zorak. The Swampert would actually be higher on the list. But Zorak is just my next option to put in. But next on the list in number 9, Zorak was number 10, is Gengar. I have had Gengar on my FireRed team for a little bit. Not a whole lot. It is a trade Pokemon, so that's the main reason. Just in general, it's a cool Pokemon to have on your team. Very powerful as well when it knows Dream Eater and Hypnosis at the same time. A little heads up there. And also it's long tongue. I don't know what it is about Pokemon with the long tongue, like Lickitung. But it's kind of weird. Up next is Bisharp. Now, Bisharp, I only like Bisharp. I had something in my mouth there. I only like Bisharp because it reminds me of pretty much like a knight mixed in with a ninja. If you can tell, like, what makes it more of a knight is kind of the way Bisharp acts, and mostly because he has blades for hands, but he's more of a samurai than anything else. Yeah, instead of ninja, change that to samurai, because he looks more like a samurai than anything. Up next is Lucario. Now, Lucario is actually really cool. It reminds me of Izuku Midoriya. However, the reason why he's so low on the list, the 7 spot, is, well, Lucario can learn strong moves. However, during Pokemon battles, when I've used Lucario previously, it's never really been good. Which means that I definitely don't have the right moves for Lucario in this. However, I do know one thing. That Lucario can be powerful, and I can make it work. Up next on the list is Ash Greninja. My favorite, you'll know pretty soon, but the reason why Ash Greninja is also low on the list is because, I mean, sure, Ash Greninja looks cool and all, but in general, it wasn't really my favorite. Pretty powerful, though. I just prefer the original evolution over it. Up next is Pikachu. Pikachu is only low on the list, well, halfway on the list, because for one, he's the main mascot, and I don't really care much for Pokemon that have a lot of attention, unless if it's Pokemon that I've actually loved for a long time, like one you'll see shortly in the number 2 spot. But every time I played Pokemon FireRed, LeafGreen, any game where I can possibly get Pikachu, I always get Pikachu. Still looking for answers on how I can get Pikachu in Pokemon White or even Alpha Sapphire. Not Alpha Sapphire, scratch that. I already know where to get Pikachu. But yeah, and the reason why Raichu isn't on this list is, well, simple really, because it's through an evolutionary stone, or an evolution stone. And those evolutions, sure, they're stronger than the original, but I mean, you gotta think. Pikachu is a lot cuter and can also be powerful with the Electro Ball. Or, no Electro Ball, the Electric Orb. Not sure what it's called. Might come to me, but anyways. The next Pokemon on the list is Toxicroak. Now, Toxicroak is on this list because it is a literal freaking ninja. It's also poison and fighting. And I never knew Toxicroak was really a thing until I caught a Croagunk, and it was evolving. Like, I just wanted a Croagunk, because not at the time it was X and Y just came out. I was like, oh, Froggy's a frog, and its final evolution is cool. And so maybe Croagunk will, maybe Croagunk will evolve into a cool frog Pokemon like Froakie. And it did. So ever since then, Toxicroak has been my 4th favorite. Third on the list is my 3rd fake card, Typhlosion. Now, pretty much every walkthrough or every time I've played the old Generation 2 games, I've always chosen Cyndaquil. I've chosen Totodile once, but that was too easy of a playthrough. So I keep on going with Cyndaquil because it's at least more of a challenge with that cave. Not really supposed to go through there, but I choose to anyway, because frick the rules. And the Typhlosion in general reminds me of Bakugo. Bakugo isn't my favorite character from My Hero Academia, just so you know. I don't know why hair's in my mouth. But, and also it has an explosive nature, or angry nature, or just straight up anger issues. And I have anger issues of my own, which that's how I relate to Typhlosion, which makes him the number 3 spot. Up next is the Pokemon that is in my number 2 spot, Charizard. Every time I've played Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, never played Red and Blue, or I think there was Green. I know there is definitely Yellow. I'm not sure about Green. I always had Charizard. I also, when I play Pokemon Shiny Gold and Shiny Gold Sigma, I always get Charmander from that Pokemon Casino place. But as I said, this is the second and only EX. Well, second EX on my list, because I don't have the original. But yeah, just Charizard is useful for, well, fighting in general. I use him ton with the fly, and also it's useful when he's in the first slot in my party where I can easily access him. Charizard is just useful in general. I almost said useless. I would have probably punched myself. But not literally. And before we head into my favorite Pokemon of all time, I'm gonna ask you guys to go ahead and subscribe. And hit that bell icon for new content that I post whenever. I don't have a schedule out, but I might have one when I reach maybe 1,000 subs. I'm not sure yet. I don't plan up ahead, and I never will. But leave a thumbs up as well. It might help, it might not. But further ado, let's get into my favorite Pokemon. And this one has to deal with, you probably guessed it, Greninja. Now, I have done everything in my power to get a Froakie. I even had to get it from Japan. I got it from someone in the trade in my Alpha Sapphire. I got my first one from Japan and my second one also from Japan. And ever since then, I always loved Greninja, especially since I saw it, because, I mean, just look at it. It's a ninja frog. And who wouldn't want a Pokemon that's a freaking ninja? Excuse my cussing there. And also, the moves he learns are quite useful as well. Like, Substitute, Water Shuriken. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't learn Water Pledge, but can learn it through a TM. You can also teach it Water type moves. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. If y'all did enjoy them, please do leave a big thumbs up. It won't help me. But yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. And real quick, if you all are wondering, yes, I am wearing my Ash Ketchum hat. I just wear it backwards because it looks weird from the front. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!